Alright guys, I just got a load of good compost out of this facility, and when I get home I'll tell you all about how they do it. These two are the finished piles, and those two they're working on. Let me get back and I'll show you what we got to do. Alright, what we got to do now is I just loaded up, reverse order of what I did coming in. Now I've got to go over here and get weighed. I forgot about turning the camera on, but I will tell you about the process when we get home on how they do this. But this place takes, I don't know if you can see all those wood trees and branches. They compost, they grind that all down. All this wood chip right here is 100% free if you want it. You can get as much as you want as long as they have it. The machine that they use to grind everything up is all over here. They've got a pretty cool setup right here. And then there's a tumbler, which is this thing he called it. And he talks about it gets ground up and then gets reprocessed and lays there. Let's go over here and get reweighed again. I think I weighed 5,520 pounds when I came up originally, and looks like right now we are at, there's a scale right there, sign 12,180, 160. So now they're going to reweigh me again, and that's it. Now this load that I got here cost me $65. I got 3 scoops from a big bobcat. Back that way, what's going to happen is when you want to drop off your trees and limbs and stuff, they come up this drive, they go this way, and then back there's an unload spot, and they throw all your sticks and brush and whatever over the wall, and it gets down to that area where all that heavy equipment is. This place is only open on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Compost is good. I'd love it. And I probably will be back for another load. And when I get home, I think I already said this, I will let you know the process on how they get all this compost done. All right, guys, I'm going to try to explain to you how we get this compost. I mean, you see where we get it, but how it becomes compost. What this is this is the city, Midwest City. They take all the debris from trees to branches to everything you can think of that the city residents, Midwest City, can bring to them. And they'll grind them up to like wood chips. That's like the first stage. They'll grind them up to wood chips, and the smaller type wood chips, and then they let that start to decompose on its own. Then they also take the waste, sewage waste, whatever it may be, and it goes into this big, I guess he said it was a pond maybe, or holding tank, and they filter it through. Basically, they take out all the foreign materials that wouldn't break down, if that makes sense. They get out. When that's out, and then they pour in this, it's a chemical or a treatment that's supposed to kill all the bad goodies that's in the composting, the sewage and garbage, whatever else there is, and it kills all that. He did say it's a specific time it goes through that, and when after that process happens, then they will take, and it lays out on the on a what do you call it, like a pad or something, and they let it sit out in the sun for a bit, and then they go ahead and scoop it up, they bring in wood chips and they mix this all together. It takes about 42 days, I believe, to get where you're at now, to process one massive load. And I guess when they mix it all together, it goes in that building I showed you with all those stalls. Inside there is picture like concrete tunnels, walls like in here, long, and this compost goes in there, and it has like its own water system, and it keeps water on it, and it's very hot, and it breaks this down, it cooks. It gets so hot that it actually, when they're moving around, they can see steaming in it. And what ends up happening is the state, I think it's OSU, they come on down, I believe, and they test the soils once they think they're done. And you've seen where those outdoor garage stables were. There was like, I'm trying to think, there was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there was 6 stalls. 2 of them are ready, which is the one I got 2 on the right. And if I remember, I'll put arrows pointing to the 2 that are ready to sell. These 2 are the finished piles. And those 2, they're working on. The one to the left just got the first round of the wood chips, and that waste from the dump and sewage is in it. You don't smell nothing. It looks clean. I was looking at it. And what it's doing, it has to sit, and then they come and test it. They'll take temperatures of it, and they take a test of the soils to make sure there's no E. coli in it and other kind of good stuff, the bad stuff that we don't want. And then when it's done with that, it goes back in. If it needs more time to cook, it'll do more time to cook. If not, it sets. But from beginning to end, you're looking about 40-ish days when you start. Say if you were to start this one pile, it takes that long to go through the process of the whole building and everything. And then it gets tested. And like I just said, if it tests good, it's okay to sell. If it doesn't, then I have to go through and recook it up again even more. So this is straight, perfect, excellent. He says it's high in nitrogen, high in, he mentioned some other words and terms, and this stuff is nice. This is what I've put in these beds. This is the same stuff I put on my black all around my front of the house, along where my rose bushes are. The exact same stuff. I know that I will be going back probably for one more load, but for now I needed to get these beds started, start dumping this in there, and then get my pitchfork and till it in and just get going. I've showed you guys before. Let's go over here. I need to go through the gate anyway. That how much these are Hugeklultur garden beds above ground. And for the new people, come on, unlock. Hold on. Okay, for the new people, that's even Hugeklultur. Hugeklultur has nothing for the first half, going all the way up to about that spot, if not a little higher. It's full of trees, limbs, anything you can think of is at the bottom of every one of these. Don't think this is full of dirt, because it's not. Then you'll put hay. Then you add some other soils. You're going to mix more hay to it. Then you bring in your garden soil that you want to use. Basically, this is what this stuff is. I haven't messed with these strawberries, and they're still growing. Oh, there's a nice one right back there. This is where my green peppers were. This is where my onions grew so great. Love the soil. Everything about it. And you can see, I've said it before, say it again, my soil used to be up on all these would touch the bottom of that wood. So this is how much this soil is compacted down into the Hugeklultur beds. And you can see this one's a little bit more than that. That's excessive, and that's not. So everything's breaking down, everything's going down good. This is where I did my green beans at the end of the year, and this is my worst bed, I think, in soil, because you can still see a little bit of sand in it. But it grows good, but we're going to take care of all of this. Now, let's see if I can't hit. Let me go in. There shouldn't be, I'm going to try to hit some wood. It should be about a foot down. I'll hit something. I'm hitting something hard. Nope. Look at the soil. Well, we've had rain about a week ago, but there you go. Look. I love Hugeklultur beds, guys. Love my beds. All right, I'm hitting right there. I can't pull. I'm not going to pull. Oh, there you go. There's some stuff right there. It's down there. So we're about a foot deep. So that's where the beds are at. That's where the wood is that's in here. All right. The sides always collapse in first. So I have a stick and I've been punching the sides, pushing dirt in there. That's what I've been doing this whole late fall, summer, fall, making the dirt go in. So when I get new stuff in here, we'll just push it on in. All right, so let's get my tractor. Let's get Rudy, and we'll start unloading these. I need first to get rid of my trellis, get them out of here, and we'll start dumping. Probably put, I'm just going to say, probably end up putting like 2.5 or 3 buckets per one of these beds, and to get this going. This one I have to do by hand. First thing though, I seen a strawberry. I haven't done nothing. I haven't watered these. I haven't done nothing. Looks like they'd rather you not do nothing for them to grow good. But look, there you go. There's 2 nice ones right there. See if we go. There's another nice one right here. We've got a small one right there. Almost ready. And, oh, that one's no good. Here goes the birds. That's what's so nice about my garden coop over here. My garden, right by there, so I can throw them whatever I want. Those are some nice strawberries. That's about it. All right, let's get this thing unloaded. We got to put some in here too. Okay, what I've done was I've taken 2 scoops and put it in this bed. 2 scoops and put it in here. 1 scoop of the horse manure that's been sitting for over a year over there. From over there, I got it. I put 1 scoop here and 1 scoop here. Got my trusty old pitchfork. Now we're going to go ahead and start throwing this all together and seeing how much more we need to put in each one of these beds before we move on to these others. But here we go. We're going to get this pitchfork in and mix it up. You can see how nice and good the soil is. We're just adding to it. All right, as you can see how the soil's looking. It's looking really, really good. Very nice soil. I don't think I'll be putting any more in here. Reason is I have to cut my grass and I suck up the leaves every year, and I put them in the garden also, you know, till them on the bottom. So that may be enough for here. I need to move that around. I may have to put some more of the that compost over here, because I never did get a full bucket over here. But anyway, that's what it looks like. I need to do these two, get these two figured out exactly how the depth is. Then I need to work on this one. And I'll probably have to move that screening and that hay deal out of the way, and I'll come from this side and drop the soil in. That one there will have to be done by hand. 5-gallon bucket at a time. Yay. All right, guys, look at that. That's just one mixing. It smells. Can you smell it? Can you smell it? It smells like beautiful compost. All right, every fall, late summer, fall, I start in with my garden beds every year. I will have the chicken manure, hay, the goats, leaves, everything tilled back in here. And all this here in another month, it will be all in here, and it'll be setting in here, breaking down over the winter. I don't start planting until sometime, I think it's March. So we've got a good, 3 months of it sitting, maybe 4 if I get this done real quick. I got these two done, tilled in, and yeah, I may put 1 scoop each one, but we'll see. But my main goal is get these other ones done first, and we'll see what we end up with, how much soil we got. But there you go. Because I know as soon as it rains, it's going to start packing down a little bit again, because this is all aerated, you would say. So, and here is, looks like, nope, that's a rock. But yeah, there's horse manure's been in here. Right there, it's all breaking down. We're good. Right there. All right, guys. Got a lot more to do. Here we go. All right, here we go. We got this done. We moved over here. What I did was I filled up this side first, what I needed. Then I got all of these strawberries from down there, transplanted them back over here. They're all looking good. Soil's looking fantastic. Then I filled this in, and this is all looking really good. Looking really good. And then whatever I had left, I did fill in here. It's not enough, but that's okay, because we've got other stuff, like I was saying, from the birds and everything else we're going to put in here. Plus, I am going to get a truckload, not a trailer load, but a truckload, because I've got one more Hugeklultur bed that I'm going to be putting right here. So, we'll need more. That's it, guys. These are all done. It's all looking fantastic. Moving on to the next one. Y'all take it easy. Thanks for watching.